Miles Humphreys here with Gridlock Industries. This is what's called a zip level. This tool is what you will see many peer companies come into your house, measure the elevation or the level of your foundation to see if you need piers. We've just gone through summer. We've got a crack in this home. If you'll follow me down here, right here at the end of here, you see this crack? It's a very slight hairline crack through their tile, down here, all the way down here. What we've discovered is a corner of the house is a little lower. So let's go back up here. We're going to take a 0. So right here, the base unit, center of the house, there's no evidence of movement in here. So we're going to take our 0 in here. And if you'll come over here, let me hold this straight up and down. You can see the digital readout. I'm going to press a button here and okay, it's 0'd. So we're at 0 right now. Okay, now over here at this corner of the house, this is where the apparent movement is occurring, where this section or this corner of the house seems to have sunk. This corner of the house is, hang on, right at 0.8. That's 0.8 of an inch. Probably about that far. It's 0.9 now. Still, 0.9 of an inch. That's less than an inch movement. The actual slab could have been poured less than an inch lower over here, right? Let's go over here and take one more reading as we move up the wall. Right here, we are at a -1 inch. So, this past summer, it's dried up outside. This homeowner has run the irrigation, kept the ground soft, but it sank. Probably didn't run the irrigation long enough. Regardless, 2 to 3 to 4 feet down is the clay. That clay has shrunk. That is the same clay where all the pressure is that will cause heaving. With Gridlock Industries process, soil injection, chemical stabilization, we're going to stop this movement. The homeowner has communicated over the past 2 years, in the wet seasons, everything's fine. Door latches, even that crack that we saw earlier on the floor, it goes away. Now that it's hot, groundwater has gone down, or the soil has dried out a bit, it shrank, and now this is lowered. So let's go outside and take a look what this process is going to do to stop this movement. We're outside now. We're going to take a look at what our process is doing. What we saw inside, to recap, we saw hairline cracks in the sheetrock, and specifically a hairline crack going down the entryway on the tile. And what that's indicative of is this area down here is sunk a bit. It is sunk, but only 1 inch. One part was about 0.9 of an inch. We went down about 4 feet. It read about 1 inch, 1.2, 1.3 inches. That could also be the floor, the wood laminate of the floor could be off a little bit. However, you don't need piers because the homeowner at this house has communicated for the past 2 years. In the wet seasons, that corner comes up, door latch is fine, no crack in the tile. Hot summertime where we are right now, it sinks back down, and then they get the crack, doors don't shut. I guarantee you got the same thing going on at your house. Let's take a look at what we're doing over here. Right here, we have our rods. We're going to be going down 9 feet. We'll go down about 2 feet, wait 2 to 3 minutes, go down another 2 feet, wait 2 to 3 minutes, go down another 2 feet, wait 2 to 3 minutes until we get down into the soil. We're going to be able to reach about 9 feet with these rods. With our solution, it chemically reacts with the clay, no movement. You're going to get rid of that 0.9 of an inch. You do not need piers. Piers are not a solution here. brick veneer falling off the side of the house, great big 2-3 inch gaps in the brick veneer. Yeah, piers have their place, but they're very much oversold. Less than an inch movement is going to cause some unsightly stuff and cracks in your house you don't want to look at. With Gridlock's process, soil injection stabilization, it's going to get rid of that 1/2 inch to an inch that's going to be cracking your tile, that's going to crack your sheetrock. Give us a call now. We can get it scheduled before the rainy season sets in. Inject your soil, hydrate the soil, chemically reacts with the soil. It will never happen again.